Just hanging out. I just got to the dock, so I'm just chilling out. We just finally got to the dock. My buddy here, he was supposed to be at the dock at 7. I was supposed to be at the dock at 9. You see how that happened. It's a quarter after 1 o'clock in the morning. So, but that's cool. I got a full set of hours to run now for basically today, tomorrow, whatever you want to call it. It didn't get the best sleep, but I should be okay. Oops. That's what I get for touching the power cord. I'm charging my phone while I'm doing this. So anyway, just hanging out. I've been here all day. I was supposed to unload my other load an hour before I came to do this one, but I got there this morning around 8, 9 o'clock, 10, whenever it was. Got unloaded and came over here and did my 10 o'clock. And the logging department called me and told me they wanted me to start doing 15-minute post trips. Because I haven't been doing them. I've just been flagging my post trips, but apparently they want 15-minute pre-trips and post trips. So whatever. I've always just flagged them, and that's what I told what I could get away with when I was at Al Ritchie, and my boss there told me that's what I could do. And my boss, was really good at all his crap and stuff. He was really good at everything. So you can hear my inverter beeping. Eventually that's gonna be a constant beep instead of a beep 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 beep. It'll just be a bang until I start the truck. So but yeah, it didn't get that 34-hour reset, so I'm running off of recaps. But I've got some pretty decent hours coming back to me. I got almost 11 hours coming back to me tomorrow night, and then 12 hours coming back to me the night after that, 11 hours after that, and then 2 hours and 19 minutes, 35 minutes, 10 hours and 59, 7, and then 0. So we'll see what happens here. We'll see if I don't get in a 34-hour reset at some point. But I do want to get into one of the C.R. England shops and have them look at my inverter to see if they need to redo it, because my friggin' inverter I don't think it should be making that noise all the time. I wonder if they did something wrong, because I don't think it's supposed to do that. My friend here is parked right next to me. He has an inverter, and he says his doesn't do that to him. He's got the same inverter, so same truck, same inverter. I think his might be a little older truck, but it should be the same thing. So don't know. Cold coffee. Should have some warm stuff in here. This is from this morning when I got fuel before I drove the last hour back into St. Louis. So give me some wake up go-go juice going on here. see if anybody else shows up. Right now I'm showing one person here. There was two, now it's 0. So we'll see. But I'm not going to have to worry about scaling this load because it's going to be empty cans and it's going to be too light to worry about scaling. I'll be somewhere between 5,000 and 9,000 pounds. Probably more like, usually cans have been about 5,000 and some change, 6 at the most. So they're not that heavy. And I'll just move my tandems back up to the mark for Florida, which is almost the mark for California, and then I'll be ready, and I'll go straight to Busky. I'll get most of the way there. I only have a couple hours left to drive there after I take a 10-hour break. I'm definitely going to be there on time because I'm supposed to be there at 10:30 in the morning on the 19th. I'll get there on time because I'll drive tonight, which it is it's the 18th. It's the 18th. I'll drive all day, take a 10-hour break. Whenever I get out of here, which I don't think, they've taken a while to get unloaded. I'm going to say I'll get out of here at 3. I don't know if that's when I'm getting out of here, but I'm going to say I'm going to get out of here at 3. I'm going to give them almost 2 hours. Hopefully I get out of here at 3. By 3 or 4, so that puts me stopping at 2 o'clock, taking a 10-hour break, starting at midnight. I'll get there no later than 4 a.m. on the 19th. So I'll put in I'll be there by 5 a.m. Something like that. You guys gotta give yourself a little bit of cushion. Don't always tell them exactly when you're gonna be there. Always give yourself at least a couple extra hours. Because you just never know when you're gonna wind up in slow ups. Always leave yourself a cushion. Especially when you're going to unfamiliar areas that you don't know. But I've gone through here. I know that I should be able to get through there. And being I'll be driving in the wee hours of the morning before rush hour, hopefully, I shouldn't get slowed down too much in the middle of the night. It's during the daytime, or if I am late enough in the morning where I'm getting into that morning rush hour traffic for people going to work. If I'm driving if I get pushed back that far, then I will be getting into that rush hour traffic, and that could slow me down another hour or two. You just never know what you're getting yourself into. So that's what's going on there. I cleaned the truck up a little bit. I did another cooking video. I need to start, I'm trying to do the other videos, the more important trucking videos. I just haven't been as highly motivated and as in the creative mind lately. I am thinking of looking into local driving jobs. I think I'm getting kind of played out on the whole over the road deal because I got little kids at home that I'm missing out on because I'm being out so long. And I've just got too many reasons to be home. And I can do this over the road stuff if I didn't have a wife and kids and things going on at home. My father-in-law's in the hospital because he keeps falling because he refuses to take proper care of himself. He needs to go into a home, but he's trying to fight us on that. He's got diabetes, and he's been eating a crap load of pasta and pounding grapes, and he drinks Pepsi Max Zero and thinks that that's good for him, and among other things. And as a diabetic, that's the worst possible things that you can have, is being a diabetic. And so he's like 72 years old, 71, 72, I think is what he said. He's got his own apartment, and he lives in a small apartment, a little one-bedroom apartment. It's pretty nice for one person. I would live in one of those if I was back living in apartments. It was not a bad apartment. But the guy don't drive. He doesn't have a driver's license. He's never had a driver's license. And he used to walk everywhere, but he can't even walk places anymore because he can't even stay on his feet anymore. But he has conned the neighbors lately into giving him rides places, and he's been having the neighbors take him to the next town over to go to the Walmart over in Altoona, Iowa, instead of the one in Ankeny, because he can't. He doesn't like the prices at our Walmart, or he likes that Walmart better for whatever his reasons are. And then he conned the neighbor guy into taking him over to New Jersey, where he is from, to go do a trip to go see his brother and stuff. And so my wife, his daughter, has kind of put the kibosh on a lot of that stuff, and she is going to force the issue with trying to get him in a home, out of that apartment and into a home of some sort where he can get better care, get monitored. He's going to be back on insulin shots. He has been just on some sort of pills, but the man has been fighting diabetes for years. He lost half his index fingers. He's got this much of his index finger missing, and he just refuses to take good care of himself. So the man has always worked all his life until recently. When he came out to Iowa, he quit his job in New Jersey, where he was working at a golf course, working at the cafeteria or whatever it was, the place that they serve food at the golf course in New Jersey that he worked at. So, and living in Iowa, our public transportation is not terribly reliable. If you live in Iowa, trying to use public transportation, get around, is not the best idea because it is expensive and not the most reliable, especially if you're going to try to take the bus. You might be able to be reliable to take Ubers or taxis and stuff, but the public bus system sucks. I used to be a driver. I worked there for 10 months years back in like 2007. I worked there for like 10 months, and they have changed it. They've done things here and there, but they make the most confusing bus schedules ever. And some of the bus stops they only go to once or twice a day, or only at night, or only on the weekends, or this and that. And they've changed some of that, but I don't know what all changes they've made. But I doubt that they have made it much better, because most of the people making the decisions about where the buses go and how they go and when they go are not the people taking the bus. And they don't send the buses down all the best ways, and they kind of cater to their park and rides for the people going to the insurance companies and stuff like that downtown. And they have the Arctic buses, the articulated buses, the longer buses that bend in the middle. They have several of those, and they primarily use a lot of their newer, nicer buses to cater to the people parking riding into downtown to go to work, to a lot of those insurance companies and a few other bigger companies downtown, to try to help alleviate the traffic downtown. Whatever, man. It's like, whatever. So, whenever I get out of here, I'm going to go over and get some fresher coffee, some fresh iced tea, once I get down the road a piece. And I'm going to get as far as I can. But apparently now I need to start doing 15-minute post trips. So, it's whatever. So, my Sierra England friend over here, he's going to Carlos. He's going to get loaded first. He had a 7 o'clock appointment. I had a 9 o'clock. So they're going to load him up, and then they're going to load me up. And be kind of curious to see who gets to Muskie first. And then I'm pretty sure I'll probably get I don't know if I'm going to get a load of pallets going back over to Jacksonville, or if I'm going to get another load of beer going someplace else. But I need to say something to those guys, because they haven't been they load those pallets of beer right butt next to each other down the center, and then leave the outer edges with nothing. And they need to put those airbags down the sides, because they've been shifting to side, usually to the passenger side. And if they were to put some airbags over there, that wouldn't happen so much. I also need to stop and get uh, 2 more E-Track straps. I have 3 load locks, but I have no straps because they disappeared on my first run to Jacksonville to that pallet place. They disappeared. I had 2 or 3 of my load locks crammed up between the pallets, and then I had the 2 straps crammed in there, and they took them off, and they said they couldn't find them, and I've been there a few times since, and I asked them, are you sure you guys don't have my straps? And so they disappeared. I'm gonna have to get 2 new ones and have Sierra England pay for those again, and I'll get another whatchamacallit thing, not money order, you guys know what I'm talking about, the EFS money code, yeah, and get 2 of them straps. So maybe I should get 4 of them in case I lose 2. So but yeah, this place got busy as crap. They had a lot of trucks coming here, and they've only been loading 1 truck at a time. They finally got to loading 2 trucks at a time, so things kind of sped up a little bit. Not by much, though. It's crazy. These places, they've got multiple docks, but they don't have enough people to load all them docks all at once. And then we're probably waiting for them to make product off the lines right now. I'm thinking, because probably the stuff that I'm trying to get loaded with is probably stuff they're making as we speak. So that's probably what's taking so long to get loaded, why they're taking several hours to load everybody. So I just heard a dock plate go down, so they must be starting to load him. So yeah, hopefully they'll be quick about getting him loaded and get me loaded. So for those of you that know the area, I'm in Arnold, Missouri, which is it's a part of St. Louis. It's kind of like southeast maybe. And you get on that 231 highway to come into here. And I took exit 190 to come in to this place, but my partner over here said he took exit 191 and got in here, and he said that was better than taking 190, so I don't know. But this is a place that the first time I tried to come in here, it tried to take me down a road with a 11 or 12 foot bridge, and then the other road was a no truck route. They're both no truck routes, but both my trucker's GPS and my Google Maps and the Copilot program on the ELD, the platform science tablet that I have, all tried to make me go down those 2 no truck routes, and were insistent, were trying to bring me back there, until I finally said screw it, and I went around and went over and tried that coming in by that 231 highway. When I looked at where I was trying to get to, I took some main roads around to the other side and came at the business from this place from a different direction, and that helped. Sometimes you got to do things like that. You got to try different ways, because I don't care what GPS you got. I don't care how new it is. I don't care how updated it is, what brand it is, whatever. It don't matter. I don't care if you got the Rand McNally. I don't care if you got the other one, the Garmin. Some people are Garmin guys. Some people are Rand McNally. Some people are Cobra or whatever. Whatever you got for truckers GPS, and hopefully you're using a trucker's GPS. But not even a trucker GPS is perfect. And your trucker's GPS won't be able to find every address. And then you got to use Google Maps anyway. And I've done a couple of videos on a few ways, and that's not perfect. Apparently the Garmin you can use, you can download your coordinates into the Garmin and then route yourself in. But I showed you guys. Oh, it looks like they loaded him. He just started his truck. He got his paperwork. Cool, I'm gonna get loaded next. He's taking off. So he's getting loaded. He's putting his information in. I can feel him. I can feel him on the truck, guys. I can feel him. Light went red. So my light's red. So I'm gonna get loaded. I'm gonna be out of here soon. They loaded in pretty quick. They didn't take very long to load him. So I should be getting out of here pretty soon. So cool beans. So all right. Cool, cool. We're getting out of here soon. I still say I need a light somewhere in this vicinity for me to be able to do these live feeds. I could, wherever I have it. Where's that? There it is. I wonder. Let's see. Brightest light. It's a fucking light though. I don't know if that'll work. This light is way too friggin' bright. If I could get this hooked somewhere. Know where to hook this onto though. It's too bright. I don't think this will work. Let's see. That's too much. That's too bright though. I mean, that does improve matters a little bit, but it's a little too bright in my eyes. This is a Hart headlamp from Walmart. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but you charge it through your USB-C, and you charge it up. So I got it all charged up. So I did. Well, after I bought it, I used it for a while when I was at Bay and Bay, and then I used up all the battery on it and couldn't figure out how to get into it. And then I realized that it had a USB port, and that you can charge it up. It's a rechargeable battery, so that's cool. So hopefully it'll get me loaded quickly, and then I'll move my tandems after I put all my info in and do my pre-trip, and I will get the hell out of here after my 15-20 minute pre-trip and crap, and get going. And then I'll have to make sure I stop so that I got 15 minutes to at least to do a post trip, and they want DVIRs on both. Whatever. All right, if that's what they want, that's what I'll do. So, but yeah, and like I was talking earlier, I did find I looked up local jobs, and what came up with the few, I didn't really look that hard. I'm not really trying that hard to look, but I did just kind of Google local driving jobs in Des Moines, and there is RNL and SAIA, or however you pronounce it, SAIA, blah blah blah, however you pronounce them. They both have runs where you work at night pulling doubles and whatever from 7 at night to 5 in the morning, or at least one of those was, and you drive from Des Moines over to Omaha and back. So that's an easy gig. That's like cakewalk kind of thing. And yeah, I need to call these people. I might call, I got a buddy, George, who he doesn't work directly for FedEx. He works for a different company that pulls FedEx equipment. And he goes down to Kansas City and back Sunday through Thursday normally. And he's supposed to pull doubles, but he pulls his fair share of 53 footers, and sometimes he pulls like one pup with a dolly behind it or whatever, or he'll pull a 50. I think he said he's pulled a 53 with a dolly behind it because he was going to have to come back up to Des Moines with doubles, and sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. And he says he's never really all that heavy and stuff. So anyway, I think I could do that job. Get off the road, be home every day so I can help with the kids, because with having an autistic 5-year-old who, well, she's turning 6 on the 29th. We're going to celebrate it on the 4th of July weekend when I'm home. And then my other daughter is turning 8 on September 6th. And then her oldest just turned 24 in May. And so she's having some behavioral issues. She's autistic. The oldest, Diamond, is autistic, and she's got some behavioral issues that we got to try to nip in the butt. And you got the It's a lot. And my wife's got health issues going on, and it's hard for her to keep after everything, and there's a lot going on with that. So basically there's a lot of reasons why I just need to be home more, and none of it has to do with whether or not I can do the over the road thing, because I can definitely do this, but it's hard to be over the road all the time when you got a family at home. Some people can do it, some people can't, and my wife is willing to do it and stuff, but I've got a lot of reasons why I want to be home more than being over the road. I thought I could come over the road and make more money, and it seems like guys that are doing local stuff are making more money and more consistent money that they can count on than the over the road. The over the road is kind of not very consistent, depending on who you work for, I guess. But I don't know. I don't know how quickly I'm going to try to do that. I'm not going to rush into it. I'm going to take my time. I mean, it's been cool being over the road again, seeing some of these other parts of the country again. And that's why I'm probably going to take my time with it. And it's not going to be a right away type of thing, but I'm going to do my inquiries here and there, take my time with it, and eventually get back home. And so when that happens, you probably won't see me on this channel as nearly so much, because I won't have very many videos to do. I will be doing videos for my other channel, Jason's Creative Adventures, where I do more like woodworking things and paintings and wilderness survival like videos and things like that. That's what that channel is about, me doing creative things, either artistic or whatever. I got a lot of different videos I want to do that I just usually don't have time to do properly. And like, I want to do videos of me going fishing. I want to do a video of me catching frogs and cutting them up, and a catch and cook videos and stuff like that. So those are the type of things I'm going to be trying to get into, a lot of that type of stuff. And so my Jason's Creative Adventures channel is it's all about me doing very creative things. That's why it's called Jason's Creative Adventures, because I do all kinds of things. I got all kinds of things I would like to do. So, and if I'm home more, I'll have more time to go do things like that. So, I've even thought about doing the stealth camping stuff. I thought that would be cool to do. I've got a bicycle and I've got a hiking bag. I thought it'd be cool to go hike in a few places and do some stealth camping, or go camping in some weird areas. I got a freaking hammock with a rain fly. And then I brought some of my camping gear because I thought I would try to do pitch a tent and do some cooking and camping and stuff if I had time, where I could do a 34 at a rest area that had maybe some woodsy areas. I could go, pitch a tent and, do cook a little bit of like barbecue chicken and stuff. Because shoot, I got the food on here to do that, where I could just hang out. And I got a camping chair up there. I got I got one that's really small that fits into my hiking bag, and then I got a normal size with the bigger size one up there. And so some of that stuff, I want to get rid of some of that stuff back in my garage when I go home. So I plan on doing a lot of cool stuff. So I've been putting links at the end of my latest videos, but doing links to my Jason's Creative Adventures and links to my daughter's channel, Elena's Playing Adventures. And if I'm home more, I'll be able to help my daughter do more videos for her channel as well and stuff. So it's a lot easier to do those videos when I'm home, and my daughter doesn't know how to do that stuff on her own, and she gets a little crazy with it and starts going off on trying to do giveaways and stuff. And just like, why are you trying to tell people you're going to do giveaways? You have nothing to give away. That you don't have stuff that you can really give away and things like that. And she just kind of goes off on things, and I've kind of reel her in, and she gets too excited. My daughter has got my creative energy, where she's got a lot of energy and a lot of creative flow, and a lot of times has nowhere to go with it. So I haven't really felt them on there, but they're really quick to load the other guy. So, alrighty. I don't know. As soon as that guy comes out here with my paperwork, I'm going to end this live feed. I'm going to stay on till then. So, however long that is. I wouldn't think it'd be too much longer. And then I'll pull up. Do my 15-20 minute pre-trip. My DVIR. And I don't know why my DVIRs haven't been going through, because I've had 3 of them that it says are missing. And I don't know why that is. Coffee's warm, but not hot. It's right on the edge of being cooled down enough that it's almost starting to get that nasty aftertaste that coffee has when it starts to get cold. It's right on the edge. That's why I'm gonna go get fresh coffee and fresh tea. Which I've got a case of water back there I got from the Loves yesterday, but I need to stop by Sam's and go get me a case of bottles of tea. I like that Gold Peak tea better than the Lipton tea bottles. Lipton has more of a better taste to it. Gold Peak has a smoother taste to it, and it's not as bitter. So who do we got on here? Let me know who's on here so I know who's on here. Look, it keeps saying I got 2 people, then it goes to 0. My count now says 1. My count's all over the place, and that count is the most inaccurate thing ever. I think it depends on how good a service you guys are getting and my service combined. Smash that like button, guys, so that I know how many of you guys are on here. You can hear their loudspeaker. So shouldn't be too much longer. I wonder if I'm going to be here a while. I wonder if they're going to mess around with it a while. But that's pretty much the gist of everything going on right now. So I'll kind of run out of stuff to talk about. Let's see here. I didn't take my pills today. I better take my blood pressure pills, but I have started working on getting my on my keto diet. But today I filmed me doing a recipe of my mom's for chow mein. When I edit that video, you'll see, but I don't know how good of a filming I did on that, because lately I've keep forgetting to press record on my camera at times, and then I have to go back and do things and redo things because I'm being kind of a space cadet lately. So, but I made a recipe of my mom's that she calls poor man's chow mein. And it's a simple recipe. Chow mein noodles, white rice, cream of mushroom soup, mushrooms, ground hamburger, and water chestnuts. And then you use however much soy sauce you like to use. Put a layer of chow mein noodles either on a plate or in a bowl, whichever you prefer, and then some white rice, and then you put the water chestnuts, the ground hamburger, and the mushrooms all go in the cream of mushroom soup together, and you pour that over the white rice and chow mein noodles. It's kind of a layered thing. But you can do it however you want. You can mix it all together. You can do whatever you want. And you put on soy sauce to your liking. And it's good stuff. It's really not too much different than the cans of La Choy chow mein stuff that some of you might have ate. But only this is a little different than just... Supposedly it's might be cheaper. I don't know if it's actually cheaper than just buying the La Choy cans and putting that together. But it's something that the only person I've ever seen make this particular combination of chow mein ingredients was my mom. I don't know if my sister... What was that? I just felt something. I don't know if my sister makes this recipe anymore or my dad, and I don't think any of my other aunts and uncles or whatever ever make the recipe, but I made it recently, and I like chow mein, but I ate it. I've got some left of the sauce. I ate up all the white rice that I made, but I got more of it. And rice is not good for keto. Chow mein noodles are not good for keto. that sauce, the ground hamburger, the mushrooms, and the cream of mushroom soup, the ground hamburger are all keto friendly, but the white rice, the chow mein noodles, and I don't know about the soy sauce, if it's borderline not keto friendly or not. Hold on, let me take these. Should have took them earlier today, but whatever. I hate taking meds. Luckily, that's the only one I have to take. I take a pill and a half, 15 milligrams of lisinopril for high blood pressure. That's the only thing I'm on. And I'm trying to get off of that. So that's why I'm going back on my keto diet. I want to get back on my keto diet, and if I'm home more, I can get back into my weightlifting. I got weights, and I want to get some more weights, and I want to get a machine with the double flies. So another bench and things like that. So I'm trying to do my own weightlifting, free weights at home. And I have the whey protein and stuff and things like that. So I'm trying to get. I was doing some weightlifting there for a short bit, but then it kind of all got kiboshed when everything got interrupted because I had to go over the road. On my regular job when I was at Alan Ritchie, I had time to come home, but I'll be able to lift weights more often and more appropriately if I'm home all the time. I can't lift weights on the truck. I could probably bring a couple of dumbbells or something, but there's only so much I'd be able to do. I could do that. It's not impossible, but I won't be able to do everything I want to do. And I could force the issue and do exercises on the truck. There are a lot of drivers that do stuff and are able to do things and get their exercise in if you're strict enough. It's not the easiest thing to get to do, but it's not impossible. It is very doable. It's just not as ideal when you're over the road because you're limited on what you can do, and it's hard to get to gyms and things like that. So you can, actually do bench presses and curls and things like that. You can do stuff with a couple of dumbbells and things, but when you're trying to continuously up the weights that you're doing, eventually you're not going to be able to, you're going to run out of how much weight you can continue to lift. And you can't do that very ideally on the truck. So that is some things I'm trying to do. I want to get some more benches and stuff to be able to do things more. But my daughters have been relocating the different pieces of my bars. All the little screw-on little deals that I have bars with the threads on the ends with the things that keep the weight plates on, and they've been taking those off and relocating those. My plates might be getting relocated. My bars, my dumbbells and things. Anything that's not too heavy for them to move, they've been relocating because they're just not getting watched as well as they should be. So yeah, they're getting into the stuff in my garage. Not that my garage has been put back together the best since we moved back into the house. I had my own system. I've got different things on wheels or things on a cleat system that I put on the wall, one wall of the garage, and I've made stuff on a cleat system to keep tools on a cleat system. So I've been working on getting my garage so I can go in there, and if I need to go if I want to go make something out of wood or whatever. And eventually I think I want to get into welding, but I think I need to take a welding class. And welding stuff is not cheap to get into. Welding is not something that's cheap to get into. I've looked up prices on stuff, and I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what all I need to get. But I would like to do some welding. I think it'd be cool to be able to weld some stuff together. But I took like a hot minute of welding classes in high school, and I got like an introduction to welding, basically, is about the most I have. So it'd be cool. Maybe I could go take a local class of welding or something at a local community school or something. It'd be fun to do something like that. Man, I'm starting to wonder how much longer I'm going to be here. So, yeah. Alright, guys, well, I'm gonna go to we're at 57 minutes, almost 58. I'm gonna take this up to an hour, and then I'm gonna cut out of here and go practice my Spanish and stuff and wait till to bring me my paperwork. And I'll get back to you guys later. I'll be posting another video tomorrow. So thanks guys for coming by and hanging out. Most of you are probably going to catch this on the replay. Thanks for coming by. Make sure you smash that like. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so, and hit the bell and hit all so you're notified of all my future videos. And anyway, I'm just gonna ramble until I get up to that about another minute, and then getting out of here. So I really enjoy these live feeds, especially when you guys come on here and interact with me and leave little messages and interact with me and stuff. When I've got like hardly anybody on here and no one's talking to me, then it gets kind of boring, and then I don't want to stay on as long. But when I start seeing, a handful of people on here, and I get people talking to me, leaving messages while I'm talking, things I can play off of, then it gets easier to do stuff. So I see another CR England driver over here. There's another CR England driver over there. Wow, you can see that a lot better. It is really dark, a lot darker in real person than it is. That looks like a lot lighter. And there's a few more trucks over there. Looks like, yeah. 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 And there's my fridge. There's my freezer. I turned it down to negative temperatures finally. I figured out that you gotta unlock the thing to be able to turn the temperature down. Microwave, it's plugged in, but because the truck isn't running, the inverter isn't getting enough power to it apparently, and so it stops sending power to stuff. So I don't know. The inverter back here, I can't. Anyway, that's too hard to do. Anyway, there I'm at a minute. Actually, I'm at an hour and 1 minute. But that's what's up, guys. So I'm gonna jump off of here and I'll get back to you guys. You'll see that video on my mom's recipe for poor man's chow mein and how you make that. It's real simple, easy peasy to make. I don't remember how much the stuff costs to buy all this stuff. I'm sure it's like $1 something for water chestnuts. It's like whatever for the cream of mushroom soup. You get some you brown some hamburger, get some mushrooms, get you some white rice and some chow mein noodles and some soy sauce and make it all up. And you can make that whether or not you do that on the truck or at home. All depends on what all you want to bring onto your truck and what all you want to take on to make available to cook while you're on the truck. So I'm just trying to show you guys options of things you guys can do on the truck. I try to eat a large variety of different things. And even as I move more and more into my keto diet, I will be getting off the carbs, but I got a lot of carbs on the truck that I need to eat up. And I'm trying to space that out. I'm going to eat up the stuff from this recipe over the next couple days. I've got some of that. I've got some other cans of La Choy down here that have been down there for a while. I'll try to eat those up. I'll wait a week or two and then I'll make one of those to eat it up and get it off the truck so I can make room for more keto friendly items. And seafood is definitely anything that's not carbs, anything that doesn't have straight sugar, whether it's fruit or breaded stuff, pastas, milk, and a lot of dairy. A lot of cheeses are okay. Pastas are definitely not keto friendly. What you can do instead of pasta is to get a spiralizer machine and get like either a cucumber or a zucchini or squash and put that in a spiralizer and use that to make a pasta like stuff, but it's going to be more of a watery like pasta, and you can use that in place of actual pasta for whatever you would normally use, and then you could use whatever you want for a sauce so long as it doesn't have any carbs in it. You could probably use, I think spaghetti sauce is totally keto. It's just the pasta that's not keto friendly. And I think the cheese would be friendly. So you could make spaghetti if you used a spiralized vegetable in place of it. So whatever kind of vegetable you want to spiralize to use as noodles instead of actual pasta, you can use fine. So there's a lot of things you can do. So anyways, guys, I'm jumping off here. I'm gonna go practice Spanish or watch something while I'm waiting for them to bring me my paperwork so I can get the heck on out of here and get to driving. And hopefully that will happen shortly. It's like this guy's coming in to park next to me. Maybe, unless he thinks he's gonna jump ahead of everybody. I don't know. But talk to you guys later. Bye. Thanks for coming by and watching me on the replay. Later, dudes.